There aren't many things that I like more than superheroes. The only things I can think of off the top of my head that I like more than superheroes are maybe sleeping with rain and thunder outside, and probably sleeping. I want everything that a superhero has. Powers, fame, Batman's bank account, and most of all, the chance to help people out. And Batman's bank account. I just recently finished watching Invincible Season 2 and I loved it. But in watching peak television, I was reminded of one thing that I don't want from superheroes. Now, what do I mean by this? You all know what I'm talking about. And the countless girls you could pull as a superhero, somehow they managed to pick the worst one. After many minutes of thought, I've managed to break it down to the worst type of love interest. The me interest. This is my all-time least favorite type. The type that thinks they're just as important as the hero, and the ones that try to be the center of attention, even though 99% of the time, they're just getting in the way. Shout out to Emma Stone's Gwen Stacy for being the best love interest of all time. The reason I wanted to make this video to begin with. Now, granted, she was much better in season 2, but I still cannot let the actions of her previous season slide. What made Amber so garbage to begin with is that she knew Mark was invincible. Bitch, do you see him right now? This is the 4th time this week he's gotten his ass beat an inch away from death, and you're chatting about soup kitchens? I'm telling you, if I'm season 1 Mark, I'm calling Omni-Man right back down to earth, and we're pulling some MK1 cameo shit right on her head. And the fact in season 1 that she almost cheats on Mark at some frat party and is only stopped because the man she wanted to cheat on him with had a girlfriend made me so tight. Again, she knew Mark was invincible, so she really has no other excuse for doing this other than just being a bad person. All the times in season 1 when she was mad or she was crying, they were for nothing. She was acting because she knew the reason behind Mark's behavior. Amber might be the best example of me. She borderline says it. Look.
You lied to me. You made me feel stupid and unimportant.
Oh yeah. Omni-Man, come back down here and handle this shit. Amber was so hypocritical in season 1. When she was at the soup kitchen with Eve, she said, "Make the world you want to live in." Isn't that what Mark was just doing? No. What she meant to say was, "Make the world a better place unless it messes with my ego." Saying this to Eve, then going right ahead and making Mark feel like trash after he tries to do just that? Man, Omni-Man, come back down here and handle this shit again. Amber played the victim so much in season 1, she redeemed herself a little bit in my eyes in season 2. She was trying to be real understanding, and I almost felt bad for her. But not really. I would be lying if I said I didn't get hype as fuck when they broke it. Eve is better. Next. Now, it's absolutely no surprise that MJ is on this list. In fact, MJ could be argued to be the worst love interest of all time. That's how trash he is in my eyes. At least in the movies, TV shows, and video games. Oh my God, I hated MJ in the PS4 games. If you played Spider-Man PS4, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Constantly complaining at Peter that he treats her like she's made of glass.
This is the first time in my life that I've been provoked to hit a woman.
Like, bruh, you are not helping against these motherfuckers. Go home. Get out of here. I will never get over that phone call after she snuck into the armed military saber base with nothing but some fucking rocks and then yelled at Peter for saving her. You have no idea how much I wanted to get the symbiote suit and go launch some haymakers towards her way. I'd make the argument that MJ does this on purpose just to be manipulative or something. No one in their right mind thinks that this is acceptable when you have no powers. This isn't even mentioning 2002 MJ, where she got so mad at Peter for not showing up to her whack-ass play because he had to go save the city once again. Just once do I want Peter to tell her that she is not that guy. Movie MJ has to be a part of the Sinister Six or something, because this is way too devious of activities for her not to be the main villain of the whole franchise. Denied his proposal, got with his best friend, complained every chance she got, and only started liking him after he got powers. Not to mention that she was low-key cheating on everybody the whole 3 movies. Not even just on Peter, but on Harry and this other dude too. Remember that iconic alleyway kiss? Yeah, she had a man when she was doing that. Devious acts. Honestly, when she got kidnapped by Goblin, Peter should have said fuck it and went home. Then, after all this ends and she's not with Harry anymore, she decides that she loves Peter. And when does she tell him? At her ex-boyfriend's dad's funeral. Honestly, looking back on this, I understand why Harry went on demon timing. Shit, I would too. And not only does she cheat on Harry a bunch, but in Spider-Man 2, she gets engaged just to spite Peter, then tries her absolute best to cheat on her new fiance. All right, Peter, come handle this. By the end of Spider-Man 2, she finds out Peter's identity. Mind you, she finds out when Peter saves her from falling rubble. Like, bitch.
This one's for all my baby girls.
Move! I know what you're thinking. This has to be the end of it, right? Not even close. I know you remembered her fiance, right? Unlike a normal person, instead of breaking off the engagement right away when she found out she was in love with Peter and Peter loved her, she waits until the very last minute just to leave him at the altar. Devious acts. Again, are we entirely sure that this hoe isn't a part of the Sinister Six? But at the end of Spider-Man 2, they do eventually get together. Then Spider-Man 3 rolls around and she gets canned from her job because she's a garbage actress, then blames Peter for being Spider-Man. Like, what? What the hell are you talking about? But Peter was on crazy time in this movie, like on more than one occasion, so maybe I'll give her a slide. But back to the point, we're supposed to feel bad for MJ, but it's just too impossible because after Peter slips up and acts out one time, she just cheats on him again. I swear, I've never seen a more unfaithful love interest than Sam Raimi's MJ. So what does Peter do in retaliation? Okay. But for real, he tries to make her jealous by using Gwen Stacy, but ended up going for a more direct approach. And MJ being like this goes through every dimension too. I really have no sympathy for her. Man, Peter, do it one more time for the people.
You are not the Flash, Barry. We are.
Oh my Lord. This is the worst, the absolute worst. Iris West from the CW Flash show could be the worst love interest of all time. And I don't even know why it went so wrong. If you remember, in the beginning season of the CW Flash show, Iris wasn't that bad. She was actually pretty cool, but then she joined the team and it all went to her head. We are the Flash, have an ass. This needs to be studied how Iris became one of the most annoying characters in fiction after season 4. My God, Flash, come handle this. Ralph Dibny put it best, so I'm gonna let Ralph say it for me.
You don't have any concept of how dangerous it is for me out there.
Yes, I do.
How could you?
Because I am the leader of this team.
Yeah, that's right, you are. But you're always back there, hiding, safe and sound.
I'm not sure when she became the leader of Team Flash, but she is deadass the only one that doesn't have powers on the team. She needs to get that MJ treatment and go home. Or when Barry took Nora back to the future after it was revealed she was working with the Reverse Flash, she out here talking about we again. Is this bitch French? After season 1, I could not stand Iris. After Iris said this to Barry during that argument, I knew she was too far gone to be redeemed.
And she explained why.
That she was working with Dawn?
It's me, Barry. Something's in my ass.
That doesn't bother you.
I jerked you off at super speed,
No, it doesn't.
so it'd seem
Yeah. Barry, come handle this shit again. Being a superhero would be badass, don't get me wrong, but I definitely wouldn't be dealing with some of these girls. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments who you think is the worst love interest of all time and what else I should talk about. I'll see you guys in the next video.